So again, hello and thank you for joining the One Ohio Recovery Board of Directors March of 2025. I have to throw that in, give us all perspective because we started meeting in 22. This will be our first in-person meeting of the year. It's good to see everybody. With that, I'd like to ask Lori to do our roll call.
Director Bruce. Director Amon. Here. Director Whiston. Director Andrew.
Here.
Director Ayers. Here. Director Mason.
Here.
Director Mayer. Here. Director Powell.
Here.
Director St. John.
Here.
Director Worsbicky. Here. Director Dodge.
Here.
Director Dreehouse. Here. Director Hojado.
Here.
Director Tyler Lee. Here. Director Mattia. Director Piccirilli.
Here.
Director Greta Johnson. Here. Director Silac.
Here.
Director Gregoire.
Here.
Director Kidd. Director Lee.
Here.
Director White.
Here.
Director Radcliffe.
Here.
Director Royson. Director Baker. Director Claymeyer.
Here.
Director Terry Johnson. Director Plummer.
Thank you. I want to make sure I thought we had Michael on. We have at least 20 in attendance, so that meets our quorum requirements. Thank you very much. And again, I want to thank our guests for joining us wherever you are. And please remember that we cannot hear your comments, but if you have comments, please email us info@oneohiofoundation.com. Again, info@oneohiofoundation.com. And before we jump to our formal agenda, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our newest foundation board member representing Region 19, be Daphne Ayers. Daphne, would you like to tell us about yourself?
Okay, thank you so much for that introduction. Daphne from Medina County, about 2 hours north from here. I'm a clinician. I am in long-term recovery, 20+ years. And I'm excited to be part of this because what I learned long ago is nothing for us without us.
Thank you. We look forward to working with you over the coming term of office. Thank you very much. So the first item on the agenda, of course, is approval of the agenda. And if there are no other additions to be made, is there a motion and a second for the agenda? So move Hojado, second. Motion by Hojado, second by Claymeyer. Any discussion on the motion? We'll do it by voice vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the motion to accept the minutes, or excuse me, the agenda is approved. Again, in your packet are the draft minutes of the February board meeting. Again, I hope you've had a chance to review, and we'll need a motion in a second to accept the minutes from the last meeting.
So moved, Worsbicky.
By Jeanette Worsbicky, and I know how to pronounce the name.
Second, Lee.
Second by Director Lee. Again, any discussion on the minutes? Again, we'll have a voice vote. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? And the motion carries. So now we move on to financial reports. And if you've noted in our agenda today, we'll be holding committee reports for a board meeting at the future board meetings so that we can focus on our executive session later on. That said, we'll not be hearing a report on this month's financial report that represents foundation spending for both January and February, as recommended by the Audit and Finance Committee. However, I will ask any of you if you have questions. If we can discuss those questions now, even though we don't have a report, or I'll just say this, you can contact Jim Quinn. We did have a committee meeting an hour before this one, and a lot was again discussed. So the committee is very active.
unless folks have questions.
If there's no questions, we won't do any Jim slides then. So is there a motion to approve the January and February unaudited reports that were in your packet?
Make that motion. Lee.
By Director
Second.
Solomon. Who was that? Who seconded?
Oh, Judy Dodge in Montgomery County.
Okay,
District 8, I'm sorry.
any discussion on the motion? On. I do notice Michael was on the call, so as far as the agenda goes, please include Mike. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the motion carries. We now need to go into executive session for the purpose of discussing legal and strategy discussions. It says here, before I speak to the steps to move into executive session, we would like our guests to know that we'll be likely to join back. I note here 12:20, but I think we'll be doing it quicker than that, probably about 11:45, you think?
We have quite a bit to
Okay.
cover, so we didn't want our guests to not know that it'll be a longer.
So for our guests, the executive session should be over. My notes say 12:20. I think we're moving quickly, so maybe 12 to 12:20. If you would be ready to dial in or call in, or if you step back in at that point in time. And again, for our board members to join the executive session, we have the second link that was included in your agenda. So it won't be this link, it'll be the other one. And after we vote to go in executive session, we'll give you an opportunity to close one out, reopen the others. With that being said, is there a motion to go into executive session for legal and strategy discussions? By
Second,
Jim White, seconded by Greta. Mayor, we'll do a roll call then, Lori.
Director Bruce. Here. Director Amen. Yes. Director Handrew.
Yes.
Director Ayers. Here. Director Mason.
Yes.
Director Mayer.
Yes.
Director Powell. Director St. John.
Yes.
Director Worsbicky. Yes. Director Dodge.
Yes.
Director Dreehouse. Yes. Director Hohaddle.
Yes.
Director Tyler Lee.
Yes.
Director Mattia.
Yes.
Director Picarilli.
Yes.
Director Greta Johnson. Director Silac.
Yes.
Director Gregoire.
Yes.
Director Kidd. Director Lee.
Yes.
Director White.
Here.
Director Radcliffe.
Yes.
Director Roizen. Director Baker. Director Claymire.
Yes.
Director Terry Johnson. Director Plummer.
The motion carries, so we will close out the general session at this point, and within a few minutes, go into executive session. All right, we are now back in open session. Well, are we?
You sure?
Oh, we sure are. Well, again, our next meeting is on April 9th. At least it's from 10:30 till 12:30. It might be longer based on, again, we're going to send a survey to see if people can stay longer to do our strategic planning. Is there any additional discussion for the general meeting? And hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
By Julie, seconded by Ted. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.